Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and today I want to share of what we went of and today I want to share about my field trip to LBJ's ranch. Okay, so if you guys do not know who LBJ is, well okay, so his name, so LBJ stands for Lyndon Baines Johnson, and he's and if you guys don't know who Lyndon Baines Johnson is, well, he was a man who lived in who loved tech. He was a man who served as the 37th president of the United States of America, because in the 19 I think in the 1960s, when John F. Kennedy died, he took over for Lyndon Baines Johnson took over for John F. Kennedy to be president, because so I'm gonna read who he was on my laptop, and then I'll tell you more details of about my field trip. Lyndon Baines Johnson, often referred to be his initials LBJ, was an American politician who served as the 36th. Oh, I am so sorry. Um, he wasn't the 37th president. He served as the 36th president. I am so sorry. My mistake. So I'm going to start all over. Lyndon Baines Johnson, often referred to be his initials LBJ, was an American politician who served as the 36th President of the United States from 1963 to 1969, and previously as 37th Vice President from 1961 to 1963. He assumed the presidency following the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. So that is John F. Lyndon Baines Johnson, and today I went to his ranch, and I saw the old school where I think, and I saw like the old school. I don't know if he went there or something, but I did see like the old school, and I saw like the old guest house, and in and in and in LBJ's ranch, there was a house that was built in the 1800s, and then later LBJ um cut down broke down the house, and he replaced it to a guest house, and and the the guest house, it had, and that was for the guests, whoever wanted to stay in LBJ's ranch. So he built that house in 19 something, I don't know, but maybe it was 1960 something, I don't know. He built a guest house for the guests, whoever wanted to stay there, and that house, it had um a west parlor and a east parlor, and it also had a nursery, a well, and a kitchen, and a kitchen, a modern kitchen, and a modern bathroom, and it also had an outhouse, two outhouses actually, one for the women and one for the men, and they and they even had like, and when people used to stay there, they even had like lanterns where you had to put kerosene inside the lantern so you can make light. I don't know that much about, old lanterns, because I wasn't born in that time, but I'm just trying my best to share about my history. But I'm just trying my best to share about my field trip of what I saw. So yeah, I saw, so we saw some of the lanterns where you can put kerosene in it, and like try to and adjust the light, and that's how, and if you needed to use the bathroom at nighttime, you had to take the lantern with you. And like if you wanted to use the toilet, you had to go all the way out to the outhouse to and you had to carry your lantern with you so you could see. So it was so it was so I'm pretty sure that it was pretty that that house was pretty old school. I don't know. So so let's see. I'm gonna find out when did LBJ build the guest house. Okay, so let's see. So here's a guest house. President Johnson's birthplace in Gillespie County. Let's see. Oh man, I don't know where the deets. Oh, here it is. Designed NH Designated NHL May 23rd, 1966. Added to NRHP December 1969, and designated RTHL birthplace 1967, boyhood home 1965. Okay, so the guest house that LBJ made was built like somewhere around the 60s, but you can look it up, but you can actually look it up and find out when the house was built. So yeah, I even saw like the and when I was at the house, I couldn't go inside the house though, but I was able to peek in though. I saw like the old beds and how they used to shower, and they didn't have a bathtub. They um how and if you're wondering how they used to shower, well, they had a bucket and a pitcher, and that's how you would draw your bath. That's how you would take a bath. So yeah, that was how people people drew their baths. But I don't know how it explains. But I don't know how it explains the modern bathroom. Maybe it did have a bathtub. I don't know. But yeah. So I got to see so after that I got to see Lyndon Baines Johnson's grave, and he was born in August 27, 1908, Stonewall, Texas. He died in January 22nd, 1973, Stonewall, Texas. So he is buried in Stonewall, Texas, and he also had a wife too, um, who was LBJ's wife, Lady Bird Johnson. Okay. Claudia Alta Lady Bird Johnson was an American socialite and the first lady of the United States as the wife of the 36th as the of the 36th President of the United States, Lyndon B. Johnson, from 1963 to 1969. She also served as the Second Lady of the United States from 1961 to 1963. Okay, So that so the so so LBJ's um buried together with his wife, and their graves are together. So yeah, and his wife was Claudia was Claudia Alt Claudia Alta, and she served as the first lady the first lady of the United States, as the wife of the 36th president of the United States. So she was LBJ's wife, and she lived and she lived longer than LBJ, because LBJ, he died in 1973, and and Lady Bird Johnson died in July 11th, 2007, Westlake Hills, Texas. So wait a minute. I totally forgot. He's not LBJ's not buried in Stonewall. Well, maybe he is. I don't know, but he's buried, but he is buried together with his wife. But I would probably look it up. Where is LBJ buried? Is buried. Landon B. Johnson is laid to rest. The remaining headstones belong to the president's brother Sam and his three sisters, Rebecca, Josepha, and Lucia. Rebecca's husband Oscar Bobbitt is also buried in the main row, as well as Lucia's husband Burge Alexander. Okay, I am so sorry, you guys. I'm just trying my best. Oops, hang on. The camera almost fell, so I had to adjust it. Okay. So 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 let's see. Well, maybe well well I well all I know is that LBJ and Lady Bird Johnson was is buried they're buried near their ranch, and I don't they're buried near their ranch, and they're buried like right next to they're buried at a cemetery that's right next to the guest house that LBJ built. And okay, Claudia Alta Lady Bird Johnson, she was born in December 22nd, 1912, Karnak, Texas, and she died in July 11th, 2007, Westlake Hills, Texas. So that's his wife, and and so 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 he also had an airplane in his ranch too, and I even got to see the plane that he was in, and it said United States of America. And he also and and I guess the gift shop was used to be like an airport or something, because it's now because I went to I because I've also like saw his old cars, and his I saw his old cars and his even like the White House. So yeah. So that was my LBJ field trip, my LBJ Ranch field trip. And I'm gonna close the vlog now. So if you and I'm gonna close the vlog now, and I'm very sorry if I bored you guys, and I am very sorry if I bored you guys. I'm just trying to share about history, and I wasn't trying to make anybody bored or anything. I'm just trying to share about history because, I'm really into history and I love history, and that's like my favorite subject in school. So yeah. So I'm gonna close the vlog now, and if you guys are brand new to this channel, please make sure to like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on YouTube videos I post. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!